This is a general reading for Libra for the week of December 15th through the 21st. So if Libra is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. For December, I am again offering a 30-minute complimentary reading for someone who either subscribes in the month of December or puts a comment in the month of December. It costs nothing to subscribe. What it does is it supports the channel. And then also, for comments, I do read all your comments, and I also consider your suggestions. So thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the support of the channel. The other way you can support the channel is by liking the video, thumbs up, because with the subscriptions, comments, and the likes, that helps the logarithms for YouTube. Now, when you do subscribe, you can also hit the notification, and then you'll be notified when the videos come out. You may think that you're a subscriber. Look at the video you're watching, and does it say on there subscriber? If it doesn't, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. I don't know why, but you can just subscribe again. Now, I am offering readings if you want your own personal reading. What's coming up in 2025? Or, schedule your own personal reading. Or maybe you have that hard to shop for person. And think about giving them a gift of their own personal reading. The readings are $30 for 30 minutes or $50 for an hour, live or with a video. Now the live is I use WhatsApp, and so you don't have to be physically present here, but we can do a live reading, and that's interactive. If you want information, it's down below. Just send me an email, and that starts the process. I'm going to be using the deck of the Light Seer for the tarot reading, and also pulling oracle cards. I do have my crew with me here. Nina's on the table right here with me, all wrapped up because it's a little bit chilly. And so I have that nice wool shawl that I have. And so she's all wrapped up here. And if she isn't here, she's in my lap when I'm sitting in the chair with a blanket over her. So she's got such a rough life. Milo's in the sitting room. Hope, I think, is in the kitchen, and Jason is in the bedroom. Now, I have posted a video about Jason because I got some sad news this last week. I think Jason's about 13, and I got him when he was a year old. And he went to the vet in November for a UTI and got a prescription. And then he was having some problems this week, so I took him back to the vet, and they thought maybe he had a kidney stone. Well, Jason has prostate cancer, very aggressive prostate cancer. So it's affecting him being able to pee, and it's pressing against his colon, so it's also affecting that. He has some pills that aren't going to take it away. It might make it a little bit more comfortable for him, but the prognosis is very bad. The vet said either 1 week or a few weeks. Now, he's eating, he's acting active. He wants his pets. He, does his little roll on the dog bed. Wants, he doesn't act sick right now, except for the problem related to the prostate gland. So I will know when he's in pain because of what I went through with Gypsy. So I'm thinking maybe 2 weeks, which, Jason I took him all the way through obedience training. So every Sunday we would be at the pet store walking around the dog food and from all the way up through companion. He has a companion certificate. So beginners and intermediate and advanced and then companion. So he, we spent a lot of time together, and he has been, his reward was to be with me. That's what he wanted. He wanted to be with me. So he would always have like a separation thing because I got him from the pound, and he had been abused, and he spent 3 weeks behind the couch hiding. So, rescue dogs, this is my you know, support of rescue dogs. Rescue dogs know when you rescue them. They are so thankful. They're very devoted because they know that you have rescued them. And you know, the other thing is they rescue you. So every dog that I have right here now is a rescue. And I have every dog that I've had for years and years and years have been rescues. And they are so thankful. If you're thinking about getting a dog, don't go to a breeder. Go to a rescue group. Go to your local shelter. If you want a specific breed, there are rescue groups for those breeds. So consider, if you want a particular breed, look at the rescue groups in your area for that breed. Save a life. That's all I can say is save a life, and they will be very devoted to you. Now, I have shuffled the cards, and we're going. I concentrated on what does Spirit want you to know, and I saw a couple of different things. I saw one of those super fast trains like they have in Japan. You know, that's, you know, I don't even know the name of them, but it's the ones that go so fast, and they're known for being in Japan, and they're going to be putting one between Las Vegas and California. So I saw that train, which is speeding ahead in your life. The other one was a ship, a steamer. Even it's like one of those old boats, ships that they had that would be going across the Atlantic from Europe to the United States way back when, you know, where you would see where they would come with their trunk of clothes and everything. Very, very slow. A steamer ship. For some of you, you're on that train speeding along. For others, you're on that steamer ship. What Spirit is saying is that the timing and how fast is individual, and it's about being in the flow and allowing, it is being in the moment and allowing the flow to guide you, because different people are going, their pace, the flow is different. And just know that however fast it's going is for you. And each person is unique. Some of you, now the other card, one of the cards that I got last month that has guided me is rejection is God's protection. And so for some of you, think of that maybe you wanted that job and you got that, you know, thank you very much letter. Or you went out on a date with someone and you're, you know, all excited, but then it didn't quite turn out the way you wanted to and you didn't hear back from that person. Rejection is God's protection, because you don't know. The next thing will be better, because the Spirit knows. My house is waiting to sell. And, you know, I do have someone probably lined up after the first of the year where the realtor is working with him and it's negotiating. So the timing's different than what I thought for June. I'll let you know as it turns out, but there's the next chapter that is why the synchronicity of why of the timing. So it's about trusting in the timing of the universe. For some, you're on that super speed train. For others, you're on that steamer. And it's exactly the way it should be for you. And take a breath if you're on that steamer. Take a breath if you're on the super train. It's exactly the way it should be. Now let's see what we have here for you this week, Libra. We have 9 of Pentacles. Now, it could be a person, it could be a job, it can be moving forward. But it's usually related to money or work, crossed by the Hermit. Behind you is work, 8 of Pentacles. What's on your mind is, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new opportunities, new projects. That's what's on your mind. What's ahead is the Death card. Then we have the Magician, the Six of Swords. See, we got this movement going. Do you see the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, the Justice card, and the final outcome is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups with Ten of Pentacles. The Justice card with the Fool. Now, you got a bunch of major arcanas here because you have the Fool with the Justice card, you have the Magician, you have the Death card, you have the Two of Wands with the Six of Swords. The Magician you have with the World. Another major arcana. The Death card with the Page of Swords. Remember, nobody's dying, it's transition. And then the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Swords. Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. Oh, and I didn't put, okay. And then I didn't put the base of, so I'll put, there's no accidents, so that's the Strength card. With the Ace of Swords. So you got two aces. And then the Hierophant crossed by the Two of Swords. Lots of major arcana in this. And remember, the Death card is not death. The Death card is transition. It's the ending of and the beginning of. So we have your reading here, which is Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. Now, this can be, usually I would say it's about money, but it can be moving forward towards work, or it can be a person. The Hermit card is looking at a situation objectively, rather than being right in, it's the Hermit is on the mountaintop. So he has a clear vision of what's going on rather than being right in the middle of it. So it's looking at something objectively rather than subjectively. And the Hermit is looking for the truth. Here's the Lantern looking for the truth of the situation. So it's looking for the truth, looking for clarity regarding the Knight of Pentacles can be a person or about a job or moving forward. So if someone is new into your life, the Knight of Pentacles is a younger person who is he's very focused on career. He's starting out, it's not like the King of Pentacles. And over time, he is going to be very prosperous because he's ambitious, but not overly ambitious. But he stays to task, like at work. And his endeavors are going to be for security and finances. So it could be that you want some clarity about that, if that's that individual. Could be movement forward to a job for you, or it could be a job, but it's looking at getting information, discernment about this. This is what the Hermit is, getting the truth. Then we also have, with that, where's the other card? Okay, we also have the Hierophant, which can represent government. It can represent higher guidance. Crossed by the Two of Swords, undecided. The Two of Swords, see now the Hermit, you're looking for clarity because the Two of Swords, you are blindfolded. You don't have all the information yet, therefore you're undecided. It could be about government. Government can be applying for a government job. It can be dealings with the government. It can be your spirit guides, but you don't have all the information of the direction to go yet. So I would say with the Hierophant and with the Hermit, your spirit guides are saying to you, listen, because the Hierophant and also represent your spirit guides. The Hermit can be meditation and listening to that inner voice, getting clarity. It is saying that listen to your inner voice, listen to your spirit guides, because that's going to provide you the clarity that you need and for the information for you to go forward. And it's saying it to you in two different ways. Because at the base of it is have strength, and the Ace of Swords is the lightning bolt. It's like this is clarity about a situation. Swords are cutting through, giving you information so that you can make wise decisions. And it says, have the strength of the lion. So it could be that the strength of the lion, it doesn't waver. It stays true to its course. This is saying that you're getting information, and stay true to the course that is your course, not the influences of others around you. You have clarity, you have a clearer vision of what's going on because you're at the Hermit, you're on the mountaintop. You can really see what's going on, and here's the information, and it says have the strength. Have the strength of the lion, whatever's going on. Could be negotiations for a job. It could be relationships. It can be moving to a new place. Whatever the situation it is that you're getting information that's going to help you decide, and it's sticking to your path. Not somebody else's path, not their influence, sticking to what you believe, that core within you, that warrior within you. That's what this is saying. That's at the base of all of this. Because what's behind you was a work situation, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands, which is it can be confusion, it can be different messages, it could be boss A says one thing and boss B says something else, it can be, conflict, and it was related to work. It's behind you. It's no longer present. For some of you, you moved on. For some of you, you learned how to cope. So that's what is behind you now. The Five of Wands was keeping your balance. And I always pointed out, the Five of Wands reminded me of the Circus du Soleil in Vegas, because they were able to keep their balance. They're acrobats. And if you ever go to Vegas, be sure to see a Circus du Soleil. They are so talented. But this reminds me of how they kept their balance. And it's keeping your balance with all that stuff going on around you related to work, or it could be, the Eight of Pentacles is knowing the job, staying, focused on the task, expecting compensation. But it also can be, work can be working on home, relationships, yourself. It can be working on other things. Because what's on your mind is, this is very good, what's on your mind is new beginnings, the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Ace of Wands is a new project, new job, new direction, move. And the Queen of Swords can be a mentor helping you, could be an organization, or it could be you. Queen of Swords is, she knows who she is, and what she says is, she's very direct. Her communication's direct, and she is, very assured of herself. That's what this says, assured of herself. And it's new directions that you're going with the Ace of Wands, new opportunities, and that's what's on your mind. Because what's ahead of you is some information that you get, and then as the result of that's the end and the beginning. So I love the Page of Swords. I always say I like the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords, because that's clarity and information, so it guides you. So you get a message right ahead, and it's the Page of Swords. It's either someone tells you something, or you research and find out, or you hear something around you, like someone's talking about it, and that gives you clarity, and it's then the end of something, and then it's the renewal. So it could be related to work, for example, that you're working someplace and they say, maybe you got a new job, for example, or they say we're laying people off, or we're transferring everybody to a new location. That would be beginning and the end. Or your new job, beginning and the ending, and then new beginning, new opportunity. Death card is not death. It is closing a chapter and opening a chapter, and you have the information so you know the direction. It can be related to relationships. It can be related to a move. It could be related to if you're starting your own business. So it's closing of one chapter and opening up another based on the information that you have. It could be the go ahead. And then as a result of that, you know that you're moving forward. Could be hired for a new job, and so you're quitting a job. Could be information about a relationship. So you're moving forward. Now, what's on your mind is the world and the magician. Now, the world, these are like the beginning and the ending. The beginning is the magician. The ending is the world. The ending is a completion of a chapter, and the magician is, see, there's the infinity on the hood, looking at what do you want to manifest. This is almost like the crystal ball. Meditating and seeing what you want, and it's unlimited. So it's new opportunities. What do you want to manifest as you're ending this chapter, which is the death card also, and you're moving forward. And then you're deciding what's the next chapter. What do you want to manifest? Because this is perfect. Because the Six of Swords, you're moving from a situation, and you're moving on to a new situation. You're the captain of your boat. So whatever situation was behind you, which was the Five of Swords, some sort of conflict, that's ending, and you're moving forward. And you're looking at the Two of Wands. Is you haven't decided the direction you're going yet. You're looking at your options. It could also be a conversation of a partnership with someone. Could be a job offer. It could be working on a project with someone. So the Two of Wands can be agreement between two people, or it can be you just looking at your options. Because we have here, now because you're a Libra, this is your card. The Justice card, the scales, that's the Libra. And the Fool is a new chapter. Now it can be a legal situation. And then you have the Fool, which is a new beginning. It can be a decision that you made, and then you have a new chapter. Or a decision that someone else made, and you have a new chapter. Could be legal. It could be, for example, waiting for settlements, inheritance, divorces, anything legal like that. And it's a new chapter. But Libra, it's the scales, which is very important to keep the balance. They're not perfectly balanced, but it's, you keeping the balance. And then the final outcome, it's so good, is the Queen of Cups and the Pentacles. Queen of Cups is, I think, home or you, a move possibly, and the Ten of Pentacles is like having it all. I would say that the final outcome for this week is you feel like you have reached, for some of you, you've reached a place that at some points you thought was beyond your reach. But look at here, the Queen of Cups. It's knowing that it's coming from the universe. And the Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, is having it all. It isn't just money. It's home. Maybe you move to a new home, a new job, a family, health, relationships. This is like having it all. And I see, look at that outstretched hand celebration. Now, for some of you, I can hear you say, well, that's not me. Well, claim it. Speak it. You have it. Speak as though you have it in the present. Not that it's something that's out there. When I hear people all say, well, such and, like I'm going to sell my house, and the realtor says, I hope so. Well, hope is like way out there. You know, if I say my house is sold, it's right now. Bring the buyer through the door, that's right now. I am. The I am are very powerful. That is claiming that it is right now. I have abundance in my life. So if you want a job, I have the perfect job. I have a job. And the job is, it's the Louise Hay affirmation cards, for example. So if you want a job, affirm you have that job and every attribute of that job that you want. I have the perfect job with great coworkers, a safe commute, chance for advancement, great money and benefits, and I have it now. Affirm that you have it right now, not that I'll try, I hope, someday, tomorrow no, those are all out there. You have it right now. And this is, you know, I study myself because I'm still learning, because I'm still on planet Earth, and I watch Julie Poole, but there's a whole lot of manifestation YouTubes, and so I'm on Julie Poole's book number 2 on audio, and you know, part of it is you speak. She has a whole bunch of videos on Manifestation 101. They are a whole series, and they're like 10 minutes. What are your blocks? So if you think that you don't have the 10 of Pentacles, start reprogramming your brain. Start reprogramming your mind. What are the blocks that you have? The other person, Marissa Peer, has great videos on manifestation. Those are a couple that I have watched, but you can just, you know, on YouTube, put up videos on manifestation. You'll get a whole bunch of options. And I always like to follow people that have manifested. I want to follow someone that has applied the concepts and it's worked for them. That's the ones that I follow. So if you think that you know, you're on that slow boat, or that you're doubting when things are, know that it is here. It is here. Claim it. Now I'm going to pull your wisdom of the oracle cards and put the crystal on top of my thing right here. Well, where's a crystal? Here's a crystal right here to clean those. Okay, so let's see what we have for the wisdom of the oracle for you, Libra. And I'm looking at time. I'm good on time. Angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What are the cards for our Libra today? And you know, I have lots of Libra in my family. If you notice in your families, you will have like signs that show up in your life. Like more family members have those. Like I have a lot of Aries, and I have a lot of Libra in my life for me. So, you know, part of it is, I guess, the lessons of you know, learning about with them. So angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. And angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light. What are the cards for our Libra? Why do I see a tea party? I just saw someone having tea. I don't know. Someone's gonna get together with someone during the holidays, and I see like a tea party. You know, like the afternoon tea with the tablecloths and the pretty cups and the little sandwiches and stuff. I see that for someone. It's a very cultural thing, more common, for example, in the British community or in Australia. On the ships that I have cruised, on one of the ships they had tea every afternoon with the little sandwiches and biscuits. So I do see someone having some tea, a get-together, and it's with friends or family. And I don't know who this applies for. Tell me if it resonates with you that you're getting together during the holidays. Or I think it's almost like a a matriarch in your family, or an older, like older generational, that you're, or a group of friends. But I see someone having tea. I don't know what that means, but angels and archangels. So that applies for someone, and you're going to have a good get together. Be sure to go. Yeah, Spirit's saying be sure to go, because you'll have a good time. And you never know. I'm not saying they're going to cross up. No. But embrace every moment that you can with people. That's, very important. Okay, the first card is peace. Look at this. Peace. That's peace within. And this card, there it has, it has the dove of peace. So, and the prayer flags. Those are the, in the Buddhist, they have the prayer flags. Those are flying. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so the dove of peace. Treasure Island. Things are going to come to you. Manifestation. This is gifts from the universe, and it says that they were coming to you. However, don't miss the gifts around you. Also, you may be so focused on the X marks the spot, but you'll miss the gifts along the way. So good things are coming to you, and surprises, unexpected gifts are coming to you. For some of you, some unexpected gifts. So be ready. Oh, someone's been waiting for a job, and you're going to get the call in the next week or two. It's just out of the blue, and you're going to get the job. You're going to get the call that says, hey, we want to interview you. And yes, the answer is yes. I don't know who this is for, but the answer is yes. You're going to get that job that you might have even forgot about turning in an application. But they, for some reason, it could have been not months back, but weeks back. But then there was something that came up, so they couldn't really, I think that maybe someone had made the decisions, it had to be out, or there was some illness or something came up. So they moved it up a little bit, but you're going to get the call that they want to interview you, and yes, you are. And I think you're going to start at the first of the year in January. So this is for somebody. That yes, you're going to get that call, and you're very surprised about it. In fact, you look at the phone number and you don't recognize it. Please answer it, because they're reaching out to call you, and go, I don't know whose number that is. Answer it, because it's at your interview. And the yin is the feminine part of the manifestation. It's the receptive. So yes, that goes. I was saying that when I had this card in my hand. So you're going to get the job out for after you have the interview, but yes, and please answer that phone call that you don't recognize the phone number, because it's going to be them wanting to schedule an interview. Okay, now let's pull the I Ching. Spirit guides really wanted you to hear that. Yes, for someone, and you almost like are getting a little, not frantic, but disheartened, because you put in so many applications. And this is, I said that rejection is God's protection, and this is that perfect job. Yeah, it is. So the spirit was waiting for you. It's being in the flow. You're on that slow steamer instead of the fast train. Angels and archangels and spirit guides, what is the message that we have for Libra? And I want to thank you so much for your support of the channel. And more Libras are watching the channel. I appreciate it. Spread the word, share. It's building up, and it's only because of all of you. And so thank you so much. Now what's the card we have for I Ching right here? Okay. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's a rose. Humility. Humility, number 15. And let's read what this is. Number 15. Humility. Humility is rewarded in human affairs. It's the way of the universe to fill the empty cup and to empty the full cup, just as valleys are ultimately filled by the erosion of great mountains. Regardless of your position in human society, humility is a deceptively powerful attribute that is often overlooked. If you are in a high position but remain humble, people will be drawn to you and causes that you espouse. If your position is lowly, humility will endure you and those of higher status. True humility is a virtue that benefits all and is that to which all should aspire. The most successful people are those who know how to bring situations into balance by reducing those who are too inflated and in adding to those who are too minimized. Such a person strives for balance and stable relationships, not power over others. Humility is the virtue that allows you to perceive the balancing potential at every situation. Humble people are not prey to the illusions that spring from self-importance. If humility is difficult for you, make a conscious effort to develop a bit of self-effacing humor. Okay? And also, if you are humble at this time, or, know that part of the balance of the universe is giving and receiving, especially during the holiday time. People, it's like the best of them comes out. And so they want to give. And, it is give and take. So if someone offers you something, accept it. And, when I was reading that card, I think of one of all of the people that are famous. I think of Jimmy Carter, former President Carter, who's 100 years old. He was a president. He had his own enterprise. He was a peanut farmer, I think, in Georgia. So he had money, but yet there he was, even into his 90s, building houses for Habitat for Humanity and teaching Sunday school. So he has lived his life as an example. Okay, now we're going to look at the Louise Hay affirmation card. Jimmy Carter's still alive. Rosalind passed this year, but Jimmy Carter's still alive and just had his 100th birthday this fall. Even though they say he's in hospice, but he's still alive, and we can learn a lot from him. Angels and archangels. Okay, what do we have here? And the card we have is Life Supports Me. Look at that. Life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. Look at that. That is a great card, if you want to take a picture of that. Now we have Believe in Your Own Magic. I'm pulling a card for that. It's right here. And, if you haven't subscribed, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing. And if you want your own personal reading, send me an email. There'll be some changes coming up, I think, in January, that I'm going to implement some, I'm thinking I might, if I move in January, then by February, I will be able to do some live streaming for the subscribers and offer membership. Okay, so the card we have for Libra is right here. It is Lavender. Surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with love. Let's read this card. Maybe that's at that tea party. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself. People you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect and make new connections. Yeah, I think this is your tea party for someone. Reconnect with old family or friends. Okay, So now we're going to pull your meditation card for this week. Put these cards here. Now I'm going to work on the 2025 year video for each of the 12 signs. I'm going to start working on that today. And your meditation card for this week is right here, Libra. Your meditation card is limitless. Know your worth. Know your worth. It is limitless. Thank you so much, Libra. I love all of you. I certainly appreciate your support. And until next week, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.